Guys, we have an urgent breaking news coming out. World War III update. Thousands of Russians have found themselves unable to leave the country after the Kremlin activated a nationwide system of electronic military draft notices. Wow. So the move marks another step in Moscow's effort to tighten control over potential conscripts ahead of the fall call-up. Here comes the military draft. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. Your support is what keeps us on air. So the bear blocks, Russia blocks thousands from leaving as digital, I don't like that name, digital, as digital draft system takes full effect. The move marks another step in Moscow effort to tighten control over potential conscript ahead of the fall call-up, the largest conscription since 2016. I just posted a video not too long ago about Putin to announce a new nuclear weapon. We are seeing all these countries are preparing too, and at the same time, this earthquake going on. It seems like that peace thing is just not looking good. The U.S. commander didn't even get the Nobel Peace Prize. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I got a feeling things are going to hit the fan pretty soon. Alright, so once again, it says here, the system automatically adds citizens' names to a Gov database once a draft notice is issued. So according to the independent outlet Bazaar, as soon as the record appears in the digital registry, the individual is banned from crossing Russia's borders. I'm gonna have to read this part due to advertisements. A notification is sent through the Gosuluji, Russia's Gov service portal, often early in the morning, and the only way to remove the restriction is by personally visiting a military enlistment office. Wow. Those who fail to report within 27 days are officially labeled as draft evaders. They lose the right to drive. Wow. So they take their license away. Register businesses. Man. Take out loans. Or carry out property transaction under the new rules. Man, they strip these are the stuff that people need in life to survive. The electronic notices are being distributed just as Russia begins its fall conscription campaign running between October 1st and December 31st. Once again, the Bear Country Defense Ministry plans to call up 135,000 men aged 18 to 30, making it the largest draft since 2016. It goes to tell you something big is coming. Something big is about to hit the fan pretty soon. Officials initially said the system would operate only in Moscow, the Marie El Republic, and the Ryazan and Sakhalin regions. But the Schools for Conscripts group reports that summonses are already being sent in at least 15 additional regions, including Vers, Pskov, and I'm going to skip all these names here, guys, and several others across central and eastern Russia. All right. Military draft is another step closer to like the big biblical war. Rights advocates warn that some of the electronic notices are misleading. People are summoned supposedly to verify their personal data, but in reality, they're immediately drafted. Now, this practice is especially common in Moscow. The digital draft system was ordered by Putin after the 2022 mobilization, which triggered a mass exodus of Russians. It says here, Putin later signed a law equating the electronic summons with traditional papers once and introduced sweeping penalties for anyone attempting to avoid military service. Wow. The latest rollout now enforces those measures in full, effectively closing Russia's borders to tens of thousands of draft-eligible men. Now, conscription system in Russia. Russia conducts conscription twice a year, in spring and fall, requiring eligible men to serve for 1 year. It says while conscriptions are usually not deployed to active combat, Moscow has relied on financial incentives, pardons, and other measures to recruit civilians for its war in Ukraine. According to Moscow Times, the unpopular September 2022 mobilization prompted up to 1 million Russians to flee the country. Once again, Vladimir has since avoided another large-scale draft. Now it says here, recent reports from Ukraine's Center for National Resistance suggest that Russia's plans to set up mobilization in temporarily occupied Ukrainian territory targeted conscript and even detainees. Now, the Center for Countering Disinfo also warned that so-called gamer units reportedly trained to cooperate drones faster may be part of a broader hidden mobilization effort. So I'm going to skip this person's name. Head of the Ukraine Main Intelligence Directorate earlier suggested that the Bear country could carry out a new mobilization drive that posed a serious threat to Kiev. Once again, could the Russian Federation carry out a mobilization? Yes. Could it unfortunately be a serious threat? Yes. It will be painful for the bear, but it is realistic, and this threat unfortunately exists. Once again, Russia blocks thousands from leaving as digital draft system takes full effect. Man. Alright, give me 1 second here, guys. Check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the description box. We are praying for the families that lost their loved ones in that massive explosion at Tennessee military munition plant. There was more than 12. I think it was like 19 that passed. Now, I did post the video. The link will be in the description box. Excuse me, in the comments box. Man. Let me go on X and see if there's any more updates here, guys. What are your thoughts on the military draft, the digital? And I want to show you some of this stuff. I did talk about it earlier today. Russia launched a large-scale drone and missile strike on Ukraine overnight on October the 10th, taking a young one and injuring at least 24. That number went up. It's 24 now. Ukraine and the UK are negotiating a joint project to produce interceptor drones and more. So you got the UK getting involved. You got the UK is getting involved. This is what Zelensky was requesting, a missile defense system. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm still looking for some more updates here. And this is the one that I just talked about not too long ago. Bombshell, Russia will soon announce new weapon to the world. Never knew about before, Putin said. And at the same time, you got the military draft going on. Hold on. Hold on. Was there another earthquake? Another strong earthquake. This one here was almost an 8.0, and it just happened. I'm gonna have to make a video of this in my other channel. Look at this, just now. Drake Passage, 7.6, 10 kilometers. That's way down there. That's near Antarctica. That just happened 3 minutes ago. Wow. What's going on with all these quakes? Man. Oof. Okay, so I'm going to have to talk about this one in my next video. There is a tsunami warning. Apparently, it seems like nobody live in that region. I don't think nobody, live in that region, but yeah. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. And thank you again for your support. I really appreciate it. It seems like this is all of it. I'm not seeing much here when it comes to Russia. Yeah, now, again, everybody's talking about that 7.8 now. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, so earlier today, well, the US commander didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. And, a lot of people were in shock. And, again, people need to understand that, again, those that control the Nobel Peace Prize, they don't like Donald. So they would have to give it to someone else. Putin said, this is a joke. This is a joke. Putin is like, Donald deserves it. He deserves it. And again, guys, you got to understand that this world is being run by a whole bunch of antichrist spirits. All right, so you got Belarusian leader said Barack did not deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. Donald did. Why is he bringing Barack? Barack didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize. It was that Venezuelan lady. I forget her name. Belarusian leader Lukashenko said the U.S. commander deserved the Nobel Peace Prize. It is complete stupidity. I agree. In the past, the corresponding U.S. president who did nothing at all, became the commander and received this prize. Okay, so he's referring like 2008 Barack. The U.S. commander has done a lot for peace. The prize should have been given to him. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Forget about that material, whatever, gold piece of coin, whatever they gave out the Nobel Peace Prize. We have the true Peace Prize, and his name is Jesus Christ. That's all we need. Again, they try to introduce me with a Nobel Peace Prize. Nah, I'm good. No. I got the true prize. His name is Jesus Christ. That's all I need. That's a true prize. And, the Holy Spirit lives within us. Alright, so give me a second here, guys. We're going to go with this news. Nobel Peace Prize, scandal? Someone may have bet the inside info hours before it went public. What? Hours before the Venezuelan opposition leader, so it was Maria that won it, was officially crowned the winner. Her odds on the prediction site Polymarket was involved, suddenly exploded from 3% to over 70%. Weird, right? Especially since she wasn't even on the list of favorites. Even weirder, a mysterious new user named 6741 dropped 1,500 betting on her, and another 1,085 betting against one of the top contenders, Sudan's emergency response rooms. Moments later, her odds skyrocketed, and by morning, boom! She's the winner. Yeah, they're gonna have to investigate this here. Now, the Nobel Institute is in panic mode, saying they're investigating a possible leak. Oh man! Which means someone might have blabbed the world's most secret decision before it was announced. This prize is decided by 5 people sitting in Norway: 3 former politicians, a human rights advocate, and a former foreign policy guy. Okay. Apparently, they can't keep secrets, as well as a random Reddit mod. Just a day before, her odds were less than 1%. Now the Nobel Institute, the same folks who gave Barack the Peace Prize for getting elected, are scrambling to figure out how a betting site called it before they did. If this doesn't prove the Nobel was turned into the Oscars of politics, nothing will. Well, again, guys, like I said, he won it. They just decided not to give it to him. Maria, once again, wins the Nobel Peace Prize. 2025 Nobel Peace Prize has been awarded to Maria for her fight against the authoritarianism and her push for democracy in Venezuela. Now, she said Mrs. Maria is receiving the Nobel Peace Prize first and foremost for her efforts to advance democracy in Venezuela, but democracy is also in retreat internationally. Democracy understood as the right to freely express one's opinion, to cast one's vote, and to be represented in elective gov. Is the foundation of peace both within countries and between countries. Okay, so what are your thoughts on that, guys? Leave comments down below. But Putin came out and said Donald should have won that. Lukashenko is saying Donald should have won that. You got many in the Mideast saying, "Hey, Donald did something here. He stopped the war. He should have done. Won that." But again, remember, guys, there are very powerful people in this world that they don't like the Donald. And again, we've seen what happened in 2020, and we are seeing what happened in 2025. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Check out the videos I posted today, and again, please pray for the people out there in the Philippines. My next video is going to be that Drake Passage earthquake. Man, we are seeing a lot of 7 point plus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.